The Hunger Games and Ready Player One. In the movie Ready Player One, we meet our protagonist, Wade Watts, in a place called the Stacks. In this world, everyone is obsessed with a place called the Oasis. The Oasis is a VR hub that has many games and places to hang out. In the Oasis, there's been a rumor that there are these Easter eggs to collect, and that if you collect them all, you become the new owner and have complete control over the Oasis. So people called Gunters are hunting them down, and one of these people actually being a huge corporation called the Sixers, where the leader wants to control the Oasis to fill the entire thing with advertisements. So when Wade Watts finds the first key or egg, the leader offers that if he stops, he'll pay Wade. But after declining the offer, the leader blows up a lot of the stacks, making an attempt to kill Wade, so he can't hunt them down anymore. Wade, surviving this, continues finding these keys/eggs, and eventually gets to the end. In an amazing car chase, led by his friends, who are still in the van, while he is in VR, the leader eventually stops the car chase. And when the leader finally gets to the van, points the gun, opens the doors, and finds Wade, and is about to shoot him, Wade gets ownership of the Oasis. The owner, in shock, stops, puts down his gun, and gets arrested. Thesis and argument. I would like to argue that in both stories, the protagonists have a very strong and have confidence to change a major part in their respective worlds. Common argument. In both The Hunger Games and Ready Player One, the protagonists are confident and brave in their stories, causing some type of change. Point 1. Near the end of The Hunger Games, when it is just Peeta and Katniss left, they realize that only one can win. So instead of only one surviving, Katniss hands Peeta poisonous berries, and they both go to eat them, both putting them in their mouths and starting to chew them, when the game makers decide that they can both win, making a massive change, because in every Hunger Game before that, only one person has won. Proof number 1. My fingers fumble with the pouch on my belt. Freeing it, Peeta sees it, and his hand clamps around my wrist. No, I won't let you. Trust me, I whisper. He holds my gaze for a long moment, then lets me go. I loosen the top of the pouch, pour a few spoonfuls of the berries into his palm, and then I fill my own. On the count of 3. Peeta leans down and kisses me once, very gently. To the count of 3, he says. We stand, our backs pressed together, our empty hands locked tight. Hold them out, I want everyone to see, he says, to spread out my fingers, and the dark berries glisten in the sun. I give Peeta's hand one last squeeze as a signal, as a goodbye, and we begin counting. 1, maybe I'm wrong. 2, maybe they don't care if we both die. 3, it's too late to change my mind. I lift my hand to my mouth, taking one last look at the world. The berries have just passed my lips, and the trumpets begin to blare. The frantic voice of Claudius Templesmith shouts above them. Stop, stop, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to present the victors of the 74th Hunger Games. Analysis number 1. This backs up my thesis because of the change that Katniss made. Katniss got the game makers to let 2 people win the games by almost swallowing the berries. My argument is that in both the movie Ready Player One and The Hunger Games, the protagonists make a change that affects the world in a big way. Film example. In a similar sense, in the movie Ready Player One, the protagonist, Wade Watts, is the one who solves the puzzles and gets the Easter egg, and gets handed over the Oasis. This was a big change because he demonstrated that he would not make the same mistakes the original creator made by signing it over to corporations. When he gets the Oasis, he has it shut down every Tuesday and Thursday for the better, letting people have time to spend with their family. Proof number 2. Near the end of the movie, during the car chase, Wade is given the Oasis, and after this, the leader of the Sixers opens the van doors when Wade receives the egg and makes the oasis better. Analysis number 2. This reinforces my argument because it would have taken a lot of courage for Wade to continue after almost getting killed. The leader of the Sixers tried to kill Wade, and then someone hired, a hitman by the leader, Finale, tried to kill Wade during the car chase, but he kept going and stopped terrible people from getting the egg.